sixth edition of our Denim and Jeans show, and it has been a real good journey over the last 2.5 years. And I would like to thank all of you, all the visitors, exhibitors, government authorities, and all of you who have supported this show so well that we feel inclined to, develop it further. In all of our shows, we have tried to keep some themes. In the last 2-3 shows, we have been doing it. We had taken the playground theme, which focused on the athleisure aspect of the industry. Then we took the high fashion theme, which focused on the fact that very high brands like Armani, Gucci, and all others are also using denim. And this time we have taken the vintage recall theme. As most of you in the industry must be knowing that the old is coming back, in some way or other. People are looking for vintage denims, for salvage denims, for the slug characters which were there in 50 years back. They are looking for the real indigo colors, for the salt and pepper looks, and many more things which were, basically there in the past. And that is why we have taken this vintage theme, and I hope sitting here on the wooden floors and the brick walls, in the brick walls, you must be getting a feel of it. Now, vintage recall is, also connected to sustainability in a big way. The productions which used to take place, decades back or the century back, they were more or less sustainable. The practices, we didn't use so much of water, chemicals, and did not discharge so many wastes from our productions. But now that has all changed, and we are one of the worst polluters of the of the world, for the environment. And that is why we feel that vintage recall and sustainability is very closely connected. And that is why we had a very special guest with us, Lucia Rosin, who will be giving us 5 steps of creating a sustainable denim production. Let me give a brief introduction about Lucia. Lucia is joining us from Italy today, and she is a veteran in fashion and denim industry with over 25 years of experience. She attended fashion and technical school in Padova. If some of you know, even Renzo Rosso was, he also joined this school. And she did the photography and architecture also in Venice. She also did pattern design from Padova. And she started as a fashion designer in late 80s with big brands like Stefanel, Benetton, and where she grew her knowledge in the fashion and industrial processes. In the 90s, she started working as a consultant for the fashion industry and expanded her know on different fields of denim business. She founded Media in 2004, where a group of skilled professionals worked together to offer a complete consultancy to big brands, denim mills, textiles, laundries, and accessories. During this time, she began investigating the sustainability in all aspects of creating a denim collection. So she's basically, she has been focusing on sustainability a lot. Most recently, she created the Media Atelier, allowing her to upgrade media's offering to the fashion and textile industry worldwide with a high level of consultancy. Please join me in welcoming Lucia as she shares expertise in the denim industry and her knowledge and wisdom on sustainability. Welcome, Lucia.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Sandeep. First of all, I want to just add some words about me and why sustainability is so important for myself and for my company. I'm working and living in the northeast of Italy, in Veneto region. It's a very important area. I'm sure that many of you know this area. In fact, many of the big brands in denim and fashion are located here. Also, many of the important laundries are here, one of the most important, and a lot of textile. Also the accessorized company. So I grew up here and I learned and I had my knowledge here. Because I learned this area and I spent my childhood in the countryside, and my father was a farmer. So this is so important. That's why, for me, sustainability is so important, because I really know the exact value to have a very healthy food and living in a healthy place. And my family used to grow their own food. So this is very important thing. It's really, we are connected with the nature. And then after my experience, and that's why I have my childhood here and very related with, with nature, I realized that the climate change is happening, and I have to start to act myself in the work and in my life. So nowadays, climate change is pushing our society to be aware about negative effects on how we produce and how we live. So I apply my knowledge, all the skill I learned during my work, and on the new approach on denim. So the denim is my true passion, as you know, and I want to find a new solution for, to save water, energy, and resources. So just a few words about sustainability. Everybody knows what is sustainability, but just few sentences. Sustainability looks to protect our environment, ecological, and human health. So now, our work is really important. So we have a role in the society, and we have to start to change the things. So a smart use of resources and sustainable solution is needed. So in our consultative work, we accompany the company, we work together in a more sustainable path. Definitely is needed to rethink and redesign all the process, all the steps when we create a new product. So we prepare a short video, 10 minutes video, together with Sandeep. We had a discussion and we decided to show to all of you some point of discussion. Of course, it's not very deep. It's just, some little things that you can use. We can go deeply eventually later after the video to show some garment and some question.
I'm Lucia Rosin, founder and head designer of Mayday, Italian creative company focused on denim and sustainability. We believe that the world of fashion and communication are consequent with the environment and society. We study how to implement sustainable practice during all the steps of denim collection creation in order to reduce our impact on the planet. It is needed to create a cultural changing. Inspiration can come from all over, just from having a careful look to your surroundings, from having a critical eye surpassing banality, accepting the unexpected, and knowing how to link different disciplines and fields. Look around, go out, watch, explore, share experience. Standing still does not reveal anything. The sparkles created denim collection can be generated by following strict trends around the world, monitoring the last cultural waves in art, photography, cinema, and music. From vintage garments archive to design pieces, by observing couple, fashion, and design magazine, exploring the last digital tools, web, and social media, tracking in the nature and being inspired from the beauty of wild, being curious for the ancient craft revised through innovative technologies. From these unique materials and precious inputs, collected like a little treasure, filtered by your eyes and studied as mood boards, can emerge a unique identity for the project. Let the passion, intuition and curiosity guide your work. We are experimenting a new industrial evolution, led by innovation across the physical, digital, and biological worlds, driving a new kind of change with major implications for fashion. We need to improve the knowledge on sustainable materials and circular economy to protect the planet's future by reducing waste and saving natural resources in the textile and clothing industry. Denim mills are putting a lot of investment and effort in innovation and new technologies at the service of fashion. Recycling technology by using waste created during spinning, weaving and stitching process. Post-consumer recycle from garments waste, giving a second life to the materials and fibers. Organic cotton, but also cotton alternative with natural touch and softness. A new research on cellulosic fibers. Bamboo or other fibers like linen, kapok or hemp with a low impact and no need of pesticides for their growth. On the final fabrics, special finishings are applied to help reduce the use of water during the garments treatments in laundries. On top of that, many chemical companies are establishing a new standards in indigo dyeing process to save water and amount of color stuff. The sustainable future represents a huge challenge for many companies in terms of new market and innovative research. We think that sustainable products plunge their roots in sustainable thinking. From the beginning, we like to deeply understand how garment is made, to give an improved function to all its parts. It's not just a matter of materials. Sustainability encompasses every aspect of the garment creation. This is the vocation of an aware designer. Functionality and style come along side by side. The knowledge of the proper way to make a garment while pursuing innovative technology is true mastery. Starting from shapes and volumes, while designing a garment, has to be considered the production waste that design style will make, the quantity of thread that stitches will require, and the quantity of lining cloth. All the aspects that will suffer waste. Beside the waste, the durability of the garment is another main theme. In terms of wear, the garment lasts is the first indicator of how much it will affect the planet. In this view, all the accessories that complete the garment had to be considered in a sustainable way, from buttons, zip, ribbons, to label and hang tags. Each design steps has to follow the same guideline of awareness that had marked the garment style process. The transparency of production processes helped the conscious creation. Sustainability is a necessity, a fact, a constant that must be considered in every feature of the creation of a collection. Washing is one of the key aspects to make a denim collection, and one of the areas in which technologies can be mostly applied. The research has led to innovative technologies that are now new tools for a designer to express his ideas while saving water, energy, and costs. Laser scraping is well-known substitute to sandblasting, while new enzyme and bacterial agents are now possible substitute to chemical and toxic agents. Ozone is replacing the chemical bleaching to create new fashion images. New solutions coming up for the denim lover that would like to wear a smart raw indigo look. Garment washes with only a glass of water are now a reality. The fashion industry is the second biggest polluter in the world. It's imperative to become more aware of the negative effects to our actions. Moreover, in this specific area, sustainability touches directly the consumer. Each agent that comes across your denim garment ends up on your own skin when you wear it. It's not just a matter of sustainability awareness, it's also a fact of body consciousness. Communication is somehow undervalued in the process of creating a sustainable collection, while it's one of the most important and complex parts. First of all, the fashion brands need to be more clear on the social and environmental impacts of the products they sell. Transparency and traceability are fundamental aspects that should be expressed and promoted. From the end tags on each garment to the ADV, all the communication tools in the hand of brands have to speak in the same way, underlining and reinforcing the concepts that make a sustainable collection a world distinctive concept. Second, listening to the consumer and being able to mold and shape the business with this new point of view around its needs. If the real value of the goods are properly communicated, the consumer will make its choice by buying it. Last but not least, sustainability is not fashionable. It's not just a marketing concept to be talked about. It's a necessity globally growing that cannot be underestimated or underrated as a fashion trend. The awareness of its importance is the key to understand nowadays world. From now to the future, we have to teach another way to look and how we dress and how we use the energies for the production. Working towards sustainability through solid projects based on social, environmental and economic targets is the aim of a sustainable collection.
Thank you, Lucia. That was a very good video.
Thank you.
Now I think now we'll have some beautiful garments
Yes.
which Lucia has, and she will display us and tell us about the sustainable part on these garments.
Yes, this video was just a starting point. Of course, as I told you, we can show some few garments just to show, and I'm sure that many of you knows all this process, like laser, like ozone, like a natural starch, or the new way to treat the accessorize. I want to start with some very simple. This, for example, is a garment that we designed for an exhibition, and this is, we use laser, and as you can see, with laser you can arrive very in the detail because of, with the high definition, now the lasers are excellent. And of course, in this case, we use a recycled fabric with a nice indigo shade. So immediately laser comes up. So this garment, for example, is no wash, no water at all. And this, the fabric is coming from recycled fiber coming from the production process. Another interesting thing, we apply the idea of laser and ozone also on the knitting fabric. Here, for example, we have a t-shirt. We use indigo fleece, indigo shirt, and we realized a first prototype done by chemical. Then we take a picture of it, and then we apply the laser design on the garment, so the production garment. And finally, to make all the garments old with the old look, we apply ozone. So the effect at the end is very natural. It's like one garment done each one by one. I know that you already have today one, nice, a nice vision today with tie-dye. This is another vision. So we can have old images with new process and new technology. So we can combine many ideas together. So the creativity nowadays can be, enlarged. This is a more power pass for the designer. Another garment we realize, for example, on the black, that is usually very difficult to treat. We put the garment in a net, so to create irregular, finishing, and then we use ozone, and then we have, I don't know if you can see the effect, so beautiful. It's like a storm. It's like a Japanese trend here. So especially for black. Another thing, for example, because for formal garments, so here, for example, is linen cotton. We like to have more natural images. We decide to use natural starch to create, the whiskers. So first of all, we apply, a starch on the garment, then we spray the garment. So we have, this natural effect, very natural, also on the back side. Yeah. And then after that, after the first wash, in finishing, all the starch disappear, and then you have this beautiful effect. Of course, we can use laser for, the typical treatment for whiskers and softeners. So also searching new solution for the softener, because we want to use less chemical. In this case, for example, we use rubber ball to make the fabric more soft. One more thing, just an idea. We create a skirt, so it's a fashion skirt. It's around cutted by laser, so it's very big area. First of all, we created the design by laser, and then we over-dye with some indigo stuff. I want to do also some mention about, the accessories. Accessories are so important. We pay attention to the fabric, we pay attention to the washing, but sometimes we forget about the accessories. But it's so important because all the accessories many times are on our skin directly inside. So I bring some, 2 examples. We create some nice concept. For example, this is a group of, I don't know if you can clearly see. We created this group we call Denim culture. Here, for example, we have some leather with chromo-free. So it's vegetable dye that is now very important and emerging. So all the leather are vegetable dye chromo-free. Also we have, inside the belt, inside of jeans, we have organic cotton over dye with indigo. So this touches directly your skin. And then we have, again, a label that is chromo-free, ribbon, the ribbon indigo outside. And last thing, we have recycled polyester printed with laser. So this is very interesting thing. We start to work with polyester, recycled polyester like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and we realized too many things. It's very flexible product because you can do it by jacquard or do it by printing with inkjet. Also, inkjet is another solution for printing because you can save water. It's just perfect. I'm sure that many of you know. Another group is we call blue utility. Is of course now it's a trend of military and uniform, and we create this green shade. And here we have also other interesting things. For example, we use hemp from the outside label. And again, we have, recycled polyester printed We have also, again, recycled Jacron and other interesting things. And the end tag is done by recycled paper with certification. So finally, this, for example, with a glance, you can see we use only products that are, sustainable friendly. So this is very important. It's a very small action that you can do every time you do new garments. And what we think is that from now to the future is so important because your clients and generally the brands need to be more traceable. We have to be very careful on this new vision. So this is just a very small point of view. So I'm very happy today, and also we prepare a small video about our new studio. We have a new Mayday atelier where, as you can see, we have also many paintings because we want to share also with our clients the pleasure to be together with the artists. So we prepare a video. We can check this very short video, and we welcome you every time, anytime you're coming to Italy with us.
Thank you.
So, thank you.
Thank you, Lucia, so much. That's, I think, very good presentation of beautiful garments. We can see that a lot of things can be done in sustainable way. We don't think about hand tags, we don't think about zippers, labels and all. Normally we think about fabrics or the washing. Those are the areas people think about. So I think it's a complete 360-degree view of the sustainability people have to take, which is very interesting what we have seen. We once have a look at your video on your video, and then we'll go ahead.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Lucia. It's a real pleasure, and I would like to just
Thank